Oh man, I get nervous every time I talk to you, and then when I say that, you kind of like you kind of give me this look like, oh, come on. Hey, LDW MMAC, and salute to the WMMA universe. That's right, the platform is called the WMMA universe. This is your boy, the coach. You're live on the Coach Show, the Coach Show live with Sabina Mazo, Columbian Queen in the building. Sabina, happy Friday. What's going on with you, young lady?
Everything good. Just relaxing after a long day of training, and good to be back getting interviewed.
Wow. Look, y'all, she said it's good to be back giving an interview, man. Listen, it just, cause I always feel like, when I reach out to you, I always feel like, man, I know I'm catching her at the worst time ever. Oh man, I know. And man, she don't want to do it. She tired, you know.
It's all good. It's all good. We're here.
All right, we right here. Sabina, you came off a very grueling and impressive win against Justine Kish. Man, how do you feel after that fight?
I feel it's a new version of myself. After that fight, I feel I started to put my work in and like to make it like show it to the people, and this was one of the proof. This last fight. So it's just exciting. It's a exciting feeling about my future. I'm very, I'm honest. I'm honest in the sense of the feeling that I have. I think it's a great time, and then next year we start the year with a great blessing. So feeling very good with it.
Okay, starting the new year with a blessing. Look at this. Hey, we got one of your biggest fans. Her name is Tay Tay Brown. She just dropped $2.99 in what is called a super chat, and I take these donations. Of course, you know what I do with my channel. Every month I give fighters, up and coming fighters. We give them like monetary stuff to kind of help them out to do stuff while they're trying to train.
Thank you. Yeah, and appreciate to her and to everyone. I think it's a great donation you have, and because it's every sport I feel like it's very hard at the beginning. Anytime but the beginning of a sport is it's always hard. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Hey, well, you know, she wait a minute. Hey, can you guys hear me? Oh, you can hear me, right? Yeah, you can. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, you just came off, this grueling fight against Justine Kitch, and I'm gonna tell you, Sabina, I saw Justine jump. Okay, she literally had to jump up and kick you in the head. She couldn't kick you in the head. She had to jump. Did she hurt you with that kick? Cause man, it landed pretty solid.
Well, in the moment I didn't felt it hurt, but I kind of made us like a smile. I gave a smile to her because it was good. It landed. My hand was not in the right place. So it was a great kick from her, but I didn't feel like wobbly or something or like, kind of silly. I didn't, but it was technical. It was perfect.
Wow. She started out fast on you. Like she legit like just came in and immediately she jumped right into you. Like were you guys prepared for that?
Yeah, I think every opponent that is gonna fight against me is gonna try to do that and make a statement in the first round. So I was ready for it. I'm always ready for the worst that can happen in a fight. So yes, that's always in it counts. I don't think they're gonna start slow with me. So yeah.
Yeah, because for some reason, people seem to think that you get the knock of being like a slow starter. You know, what do you like? How do you feel when people, even analysts, they say, well, Samina's typically a very slow starter. Like what, how do you respond to them? Or I guess,
I think it's right, and especially like, well, I feel like I have improved that in my last fight. But definitely before that, I do feel like I was used to manage my energy through more rounds, so I kind of get comfortable in it. So you can say it's a slow starter, but of course, I just by knowing it, I feel like I worked on it. And last fight, I did that, and I just don't want to make the same mistake all the time because I do feel you have to be cautious, but. Kind of put the work in since the first round because you don't have five, you have three. So yeah.
yeah, wow, you had 3 rounds. My goodness, and those are three incredible, grueling rounds. And I just every time I talk to you, I'm in awe because at age 23, you you were very mature. You handled yourself with great poise. I mean, she was landing some leg kicks, and then you just, I don't know, you made adjustments. Like what adjustments did Master Cordero tell you? Because in the first round, I noticed though you landed like this really sharp head kick, and I was like, oh man, she's hurt. So
Yeah, she was tough though, but you have to adjust, because I knew I had to do like more statement in the third round because it was kind of even. She was punching more volume. I guess I was hurting her a little bit more, but in sense of points, she was kind of scoring and scoring. So I really had to change the plan in the last round and those kicks were coming in since the first round. She was just tough and like handled it very well.
but Sabina, you threw a lot of kicks, and these kicks they were landing. I mean, it was almost like you're standing there in front of her, and then the leg kicks are coming so fast. I had to rewind it a few times to see, like, wow, where did that kick come from? Like,
Yeah,
was that your game plan to come in and just throw, a massive
I
amount of
wanted to
kicks?
do. I wanted to do that. I was behind, like in before going to the fight. I was just telling my corners that I wanted to kick her. I just wanted to use my kicks. I wanted to kick. I started like to warm up and like kicking and kicking. I just had to. I think I had to believe a little bit more on it. I had to hide it and like set it up a little bit more. Not just kick. I think that was a mistake from myself. But yeah, I wanted to do that.
Well, you did it. Not only did you do it, you did it, and you were successful, very successful. Even there was one point where you threw a kick, and she caught the kick, and then I just saw you start just throwing straight right hands. You kept just bam, 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 like it's almost like you knew, like you absolutely knew. Like were you afraid that she was gonna take you to the ground when she caught that leg kick, and you were just there, and you was still like you were still just duking it out with her?
Yeah, well, I think like as a fighter, if they catch your leg, there's a very high possibility they're gonna take you down. Because you don't have a good base. So I wanted to just defend and take it. Even in the first round, in the end of the last round, she took me down with it. I kicked her, she catched the leg, and she took me down. So yeah, that's why I also like setting it up better. Like my kicks, it's good, being a little faster in that sense. Yeah.
But you had a pretty good guard. I thought your guard was very effective when she was able to get you down. I thought that you minimized the damage. So was that something that you were expecting? For her to try to take you down, and then maybe she possibly fall into the guard, your guard.
Yeah, I feel it's MMA, I'm not fighting Muay Thai or anything. You really have to be expecting the worst in every sense of the fight, from just being wrestled, from being in the ground in a bad position, or being, just in Muay Thai, like just kicking each other. So yeah, for sure. I think in a fight, I put myself in different scenarios because you gotta be ready. You don't know what your opponent's gonna bring. You know what you do. But you gotta be ready. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be ready. Hey, she described it. You gotta be ready. Okay, and she's talking to all of y'all, by the way. Okay, we got to give a salute to Combo Breaker 99. He gave a special chat, a highlighted chat, super chat, 4.99. He said, without giving away too many secrets, what kind of drills do you do to build power in your kicks? Salute, coach. He said salute to me. You should say salute to Sabina, but that's okay. You can salute me.
So, well, there's a lot of different. I think like just by kicking, repetition in a bag or with another person holding, just kicking. Also, there's like some elastics I do sometimes where you put them in your ankles, and then those elastics just kind of pull you, and you have to like keep your base and like throw the kicks while the elastic is kind of pulling you. So those give you a lot of power in your hips and a good base to finish kicks. So that's one thing. But rather than that, I feel like just getting, just kick, kick you the bunch bag if you have, or you have your pointer, just start kicking and start to kind of analyzing the details that you can do better. But yeah, I think that practice is good.
Wow. All right, combo. Man, she gave it to you, man. Hey, I don't think she gave out too many secrets, but I do think that, man, she gave you a lot of stuff to digest just now, man. All right, shout out to Combo Breaker 99. He also supports you. We're part of the WMMA universe, is what we call it. So, you kind of getting the feel for it. Okay, so it's round three. Okay, you're in your corner. You just leave round two. Did you feel like that you were down in the fight, or did you feel like the fight was even, or did you feel like you were ahead?
I felt it was pretty even, but I just, I knew I had to do something different because the fight was not. I mean, it could go to either way. And that's one of the things. Of course, I think no fighter wants that. But I really want to be a little bit more dominant in the sense of there's no doubt that I finished the fight and I won the fight from the first to the last one if it gets there. So yeah, I finished the second round and I knew it was the last round, last opportunity I had to give it all.
Wow. Okay, and of course you have another fan, brand new fan by the way. His name is Robert Henry. He's a poet. Okay, I don't know if you like poetry, but he's a poet.
Nice, I like it. Yeah.
Robert, she likes poetry. So, okay, please write the Colombian Queen a poem and make it good. Okay. All right. He says the LDW MMAC got your back. We make content for fighters like you who respect the underground fans. Keep pushing to the top. Salute. Okay. That's a special message to you, Sabina. Okay.
Awesome. I appreciate. I feel like it's because of every fan that the sport is where it is. Because if it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be fighting in all these crazy times, or we wouldn't be, women wouldn't be fighting. There's many things. I feel the fans are a big part of the sport as well.
Okay. You got people that look. See when I read them off, they highlight the comments. They highlight them, and then I read them to you. Okay. You have another fan. His name is General Africa, and that's like a little brother to me. He says, Coach Sabina, what fuels your relentless desire? Oh, yeah, good question.
What was the question?
What fuels your relentless desire?
Ah, man. You know, um, I just think like the day by day gives me that fuel. I think it wouldn't be the fights because the fights it's so fast. It's something that happens very fast that it's just like a demonstration of what I'm doing in my day by day. So I guess the fuel is finishing the training and like, man, I really push myself. I really learned something. I'm just doing a little bit to be better. So I guess the fuel is just the sacrifice of the day by day. It fuels me. It sounds crazy, but the more it drains me, the more it gives me energy.
Okay. General, she said the more she trains and drain and look, it gives her energy. Now, I don't know what a lid hat is. You got to tell me what that is. He said, "Where's your lid hat?" What's that?
I don't know what is that.
A lid hat.
That
Okay. All right. I don't know what it is, General. You might want to be more descriptive, and maybe she can answer the question. Okay.
yeah.
Um. So you came out and you got the knockout. Okay. Well, you got a rear naked choke submission victory over Justine Kish. After that third round, or when that happened, what did you take away from all of that?
I think it was a good way to analyze the fight. Putting this in perspective that I didn't have too much time to finish the fight, and I just didn't want to, ground and pound her because I didn't. Maybe I knew she was tough, and maybe she would just recover and, kind of come back and finish the fight. Just finish the last minutes. So in my mind, that was the perfect game plan. She was dizzy already. It was just getting in the back, setting up the choke, and do it. So yeah, I think in my vision, what was happening in my mind was just finish the fight and be clear with it.
Okay. All right. So clear, just to get the fight finished and a rear naked choke. Hey, it worked. You finished it. And I mean, she tapped immediately. I mean, you sunk the arms. I mean, you sunk that underhook up under the chin, and you squeezed. And I can even tell you stronger, man. You look stronger. Like in that fight, you looked a lot stronger. Like you've been working on like your actual physical, like strength and conditioning part of you. Was that
I
a
have
okay?
a
So
lot, yeah, yeah. And especially for my next fight, I've been training a lot of strength and conditioning. It has changed my body and even my fighting stance, a lot because it just gives you a different feeling of the body. Your body starts moving in a different way. And I did start it for my last fight, so it's been a progress since now. But yeah, that's a change I did in my body.
wow. And speaking of your next opponent, you're fighting Alexis Alligator Davis. You're fighting her. She's a veteran, UFC veteran. She's a legend, one of the pioneers of the sport. What do you know about
Yeah,
her?
it's great that I have the opportunity to fight people that has been in this sport for a long time. And I think she's great. I think she has a lot of experience. She's a tough opponent, strong. But we're coming. Next generation is coming.
Next generation coming, man. Um, she's not gonna stand with you. I'm just gonna tell. I'm gonna put it out there to you right now. She's not gonna stand with you.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know she. I know she has a really good wrestling, and if I was her, I'll do exactly the same thing. But I am training a lot. I think my jiu-jitsu also is in another level as well. And so anyway, in the fight, I'm ready. I do want to control the fight wherever I want to, but I'm ready for to wrestle with her or to grapple with her. It's
Okay.
it's MMA. It's MMA. It's not. Everything starts standing. So started from there.
I think your ground game is underrated. Like I think people
Yeah,
just think
I
you.
haven't felt it too much. That's why too. But yeah.
Okay, so maybe this fight, if you don't end it quickly, maybe we'll get to see the ground game. I think it's underrated. I mean, I've seen your ground game before because I've seen you. I've seen your first bout. I've seen all your bouts, by the way. But I've seen LFA days. Even your first. Okay, I can't tell you your first fight because that's part of your trivia. Your first fight, I've seen that
Hmm.
fight. And I've seen all your fights up to now, and yeah, your ground game is very underrated. It's extremely underrated. So, okay,
And it's getting better too. So that's amazing too.
now, okay, Sabina, this move up to 135 pounds, is this a permanent thing? Because we burning to know this.
Yeah. Well, it's not a permanent thing. I I wanted to take a little bit more experience, and I wanted to take more fights. I want to fight a little bit more often, and this is one of the best options. To kind of get fights in both of the divisions. I want to make more statements at 125, but if anyone wants to fight me 135, or if there's any opportunity, I'm down to it. Even this fight, she fights in both divisions, but the fight was asked for in 135, so I took it. But I just think it's good. I'm good with both, and yeah, she also in her rankings she's number 12 in the flyweight, so that opens a huge possibility for me. Maybe the rank will not move a lot, but in my next fight in the flyweight will be, closer to that 15 best 15. So yeah.
Yeah, so you actually do think that you should be ranked though after that last fight because I think Justine Kish was underrated. I think she was actually a lot better than what people thought. Like I just think she's good, and you came in and you won that fight. So I mean, did you think you should have been ranked after that?
Boy, I don't pay too much attention to the rankings. I just want to fight, and I feel like if you given a spectacular show, it doesn't matter the rankings. You would just go up there. But yeah, I mean, every fight is gonna count, and I'm gonna start going up, and for sure, something moved, for me in my last fight. But yeah, I think we're just getting there.
Okay, a really good friend of yours. I know she's kind of coming back to the gym at King's MMA with you guys. Chris Cyborg, are you going to be training with her before this fight?
Well, yeah, ideally, I think it's amazing training with her. It's been amazing months. I did train with her for my last fight, so it's just amazing experience, to be sharing mats with her. So yeah, she's coming back very soon. She's just sometime traveling, but she'll be back.
Hey, if you ask Chris Cyborg about the coach, I mean, she know, actually 5 years ago I started talking about Chris Cyborg, so she's actually been on here before, and she's actually a moderator on my channel. It's kind of crazy, but she actually watches my channel, and I mean, I've been talking about her for 5 years. Her and Ray, they just been really generous and just telling me a lot about the inside game of the sport and how things happen. So they're very Chris is a genuine, like, she'll help anybody. So I'm like, wow,
Yes,
you
he's a
the truth.
super
Hmm.
super good person. Yeah.
Awesome, and you learning from her. Okay, okay. Without giving up too many secrets, because I know we can't tell people. What's one thing that Chris Cyborg showed you that you've immediately been able to use in a fight?
Well, the one of the most memorable things that I learned from her, just from her spirit, her attitude when she, steps in inside the gym and she just goes with it. She just trains like she means it, So it's awesome. Just to get that sense from her, it starts to get in your nerves. So it's amazing. I want to learn and I want to do that every time. I want to do that better and show it not only in the gym but in the cage.
Okay, Sabina, straightforward answering the questions. Okay, guys. So, okay, you've got one. Okay, Omar, she's already answered that question. She said that she's fighting Alexis Davis, and I actually got a picture of you and Alexis Davis facing off. Now, of course, that hadn't happened yet, but I've just kind of made my own photograph of you facing off. You got the Colombian flag draped over you, and Alexis is kind of giving you this mean look. You know, I mean, kind of adds to the interview. Okay, all right. Well, Cedric C is a big fan of yours. All right, Sabina. The last part of this interview, because I don't want to hold you too long. Because I know you've had a long, long day. I want to ask you some true false. I actually want to see just what you know about stuff that you should know.
Okay, let's see.
Oh no, you sound nervous.
No, I'm good. But
Okay,
I want to see.
okay, let's see. Okay, let's start with some easy ones first. Um, True or false? Dana White has a bald head.
True,
Okay, great. You speak Spanish.
true,
Okay. All right. True or false? Chris Cyborg has a pig.
true.
God. Okay. All right. Master Rafael Cordero was born on June 1st.
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay. Master Cordero was born in 1974.
I don't
Wow.
know.
So you really don't know that?
74. I don't really know. I guess, but I don't know.
Are
I
you
don't know.
serious?
I'm serious. I'm terrible with dates.
I'm gonna tell him.
Is it true?
No, it's false. He was born in
Okay.
1973.
Okay. Whoa, when I was close, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you were close. You were close, but you got it wrong. Listen, that's okay. Let's go to the next one. Um, your first fight was against Alejandro Lara.
True.
Okay.
MMA, yeah.
Yes. Okay. In Colombia, a popular dish. It's called Sanchojo de Gallina, and this is a vegetable stew.
No, I mean it is a typical plate, but it's not only vegetables. It's made from chicken, so
Okay.
yeah, it's true and false.
Okay. True. True or false? And lastly, because Sabina, I'm gonna let you go. I've been having fun with you. Okay. All right. The Cartagena Film Festival. It is the oldest cinema event in Latin America. True or false?
That's true.
Very true. All right. So you know about yourself. You just don't know about Mr. Cordero. Then don't worry. He's never gonna know that you don't know his birthday. Sabina, I thank you again for your time. I know it's kind of hard pressed some days because you're training a lot. So I appreciate you taking the time to talk to the underground fans of WMMA because I mean I appreciate you. They appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate your time, and I always say like it's important for us fighters to spread the word and to get to know the people what their their questions and just to spread the word about ourselves. So thank you.
Hey Sabina, what is one thing that you want people to know about you that they don't know that you're proud of?
One thing about me, That's a hard one. Um, you know that I don't know. Maybe sometimes maybe they don't think I'm just a normal human being, like anyone. So I guess sometimes people start to thinking that you do great, and you're phenomenal or something. I just started my career, and I know I'm just saying these words not as the arrogant way, but they put you like, oh, she's really good or this or that. But I'm just a regular human, I have my problems, I have my life. So if I can do it, I feel like everyone else can do it too.
Wow, wow, and y'all, that's Sabina Mazo, guys. That's why I enjoy these interviews with her. She's an amazing person. I think I've been interviewing you now for about 4 years now, right? 3 or 4 years. It's been
Yeah, it's been I think 4. I think 4 years.
four
Yeah.
years. Yep. Yeah. I think I interviewed you when you were like 19. I think. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Well, guys, and also you have merchandise that you're going to be selling. I've got the website up on the screen. Is that the sabinamazo.merchlabs.com?
No, but I'm not selling anymore. Those are old. Yeah, no, I don't have any merchandise.
Okay.
I don't think I will have, to be honest with you. But if anything, I'll let people know in my social media.
Okay. She said in the future, guys. And with that, Sabina, thank you. Thank you for your time. This was awesome.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Hey,
Best of luck.
yeah.
Thank you